The Life and Sad Ending of Steve Perry. Steve Perry was born Stephen Ray Perry on January 22, 1949, to Ray Perry, vocalist and owner of the radio station KNGS, and his wife Mary Perry. His family was Portuguese descent, with help him acquire fluency in both English and Portuguese. Steve Perry experienced an unlucky childhood compared to his peers. After a few years of his birth, his parents got divorced and moved in with his mother and grandparents. He was 14 when his mother met and married Marv, who provided him considerable encouragement to carry out his musical pursuits. His family moved to Lemoore, California, where he attended the local high school and actively participated in the school's marching band as well as other bands. He was quite young when he heard Sam Cooke on the radio for the first time. Cooke's song Cupid inspired him to take up singing seriously as a full-time career. In his early days, he carried out musical endeavors by joining with like-minded friends and groups and giving performances at local barbershop quartets. The Solis was highly rewarded of all of them, in which he played the drums and sang. He won the Battle of the Bands at Calveras, outshining 80 other bands. He attended college in the Sequoias in Versailles, California, where he was the first tenor in the choir. Although he did not complete formal education, the musician within him overshadowed his attributes. In his early 20s, he moved to Sacramento, where he started the band Ice with 16-year-old Scott Matthews, now the famous American musician, but soon it got disbanded due to inadequate supervision and inefficient management. In 1997, he formed the band Alien Project along with Craig Cramp, which earned them a recording contract with Chrysalis and Columbia Records right away after their first performances. Unfortunately, the band's bassist, Richard Michaels, died in a car accident on July 4th the same year. As a result of his ill-fated event, he returned to Lemoore and decided not to take up a singing career further. But support and encouragement from his mother persuaded him not to give up. Fortunately, he got a call from Walter Herbie Herbert, the manager of San Francisco-based band Journey, who became, across his Alien Project demo tape, a huge fan. On October 28, 1977, he made his public debut with Journey in San Francisco. The band soon moved to the mainstream rock with Perry on their side and released the first album with him, Infinity, which led to substantial increase in sales. It included his self-composed songs, Lights, which became an instantaneous chartbuster. In 1979, Evolution was released, and it too became a huge seller, featuring Journey's first top 20 hits, Loving, Touching, Squeezing, in the following year. Escaping was released, packed with hits such as Don't Stop Believing. It became the band's best-seller album, selling more than 7 million copies. In 1983, the era's top-selling album, Frontiers, was released as well. In the same year, Journey undertook the extensive tour to fund its recordings. Following this, Perry released his first solo album, Street Talk, which included his first big hit as a solo artist, Oh Sherry, written for his then-girlfriend, Sherry Swafford. In 1984, he released his first solo album, Street Talk, which was the biggest hit as a solo artist. It also included Oh Sherry, which was written for his then-girlfriend, who appeared in the music video as well. The song attained the topmost position in the U.S. charts and received a heavy airplay on MTV. In 1985, he was one of the 21 singers in the charity single We Are the World, recorded by the supergroup USA for Africa. It won him much respect and admiration from his fans across the USA. His mother, Mary, was diagnosed with a series of neurological illnesses which resulted in her death on December 4th, 1985. Her untimely death affected him and his career profoundly. A series of unfortunate events compelled him to leave Journey unofficially in 1986. Thereafter, he took 7 years to break from the music industry. He reunited with Journey in 1996 for their reunion album, Trial by Fire, which was a huge success, making its way to the number 3 position of the Billboard chart. But, due to a hip injury, he couldn't continue further with the band. In 1998, he released Greatest Hits plus 5 unreleased. a solo compilation album that included an original Alien Project demo. In 2005, he did many background vocals and covers, along with Ambrosia's lead vocal, David Pack. That same year, he recorded several songs for the soundtrack Quest for Camelot, a Warner Bros. Film. It can be found on the motion picture soundtrack now. In 2006, he remastered and re-released 2 solo projects, Street Talk and The Love for Strange Medicine, and Greatest Hits CD. His band Journey was awarded a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame for recording at 6750 Hollywood Boulevard in Hollywood, California. He was included in one of music's top 100 singer lists by the Rolling Stone magazine. The relationship between him and girlfriend Sherry Swafford didn't work out and caused much heartache. His breakup pain is apparent in many of his musical compositions. Steve Perry has been through difficult years and indomitable heart, the courage that helped him stand on his feet. Really, really, really proud.